Alright, welcome back to Fishing for Real People. Justin here. Out on the water again to continue my little mini series that I've started. Going to be testing out sub $150 bait casting combos. Just kind of wanting to put something together for people who either want to get into bait casting, or let's say, you're having a bad day, you lose one, you break one, you need to pick one up. Hey, does this thing work? Well, I'm here to answer that. So I'm going to get my rod out, and we're going to get you set up and show you the new one that I got to test out for you today. All right, so today we're going to be testing out the 13 Fishing Sink. I'll tell you, I'm really excited about this one for the sole reason that it is green, and I like green. I've got absolutely no good reason besides the fact that it's green that I really want to like this. Yeah, that's it. So let's get started and go over it a little bit. So 13 Fishing Sink. It is a 7'1" medium heavy fast action 12 to 20 pound line, 3/8 to 3/4 ounce lure. I like the fact that it's got the hook keeper up here. It is definitely a fast action. It's very stiff. Let that go down a little more. It's very stiff up there in the tip. So that is, I don't know if that's showing up all right, but that is a very fast action up there, very stiff. It's got them foam grips down here and at the butt. It feels like it's a thin foam on top of like just a hard rod piece. It does have this little 13 Fishing cork end on the back, which is nice. I think it looks good. Up here, this tightening collar is smooth, so you don't ever get like any kind of rough feeling as you're holding it on your finger. There's nothing there to kind of get abrasive on your finger, which is nice. I like that. The knobs the shape is whatever. I don't really care too much about the shape. They are a nice kind of grippy rubber feeling. There's nothing really to them that kind of makes me think that your hand is going to slip out of it when you're casting it. It's nice. On the brake dial here, it does go 0 to 10 with half increments, and I do apologize. It is windy out today, so I hope you all can hear me okay. So it does have a clicking adjustment here. Hopefully you can hear that. Does go 0 to 10 with half increments. The thumb bar is very positive feeling. That doesn't feel like there's any slop in that thumb bar, which is nice. Up in this guard up here, they have this little notch there that is designed for being able to put your hook into it. So you can drop your hook up on here, run your line guide to one side or the other, and then you can hook a lure up there. The spool tension is really nothing special. Doesn't click, but it feels like it's a nice positive, like every little movement makes an adjustment on the spool tension, which is nice. The drag star does click, which I really like. Clicking drag star. I wish everything on baitcasters clicked. That just makes me happy. So I'm going to adjust this. I do have this spooled up with 12-pound P line. Yeah. Feel in hand, it feels blocky in hand. Like it's very squared off here, and it Oh, let me adjust that again a little bit there. Hopefully you can see okay. It feels very blocky in hand. It doesn't feel refined. It doesn't feel smooth and like you can grip it really well. This is not, and I got big old bear claws for hands, and this is not a very palmable reel. Like, it kind of, as I'm holding it like this, it kind of is poking me in the webbing. It's poking me in the webbing of the thumb. It's not a super palmable reel. Yeah. Other than that, the rod itself, other than being a little bit stiff, feels like a nice solid rod. This reel is an 8:1 on the speed ratio, and I'm going to get it set up to make a cast here. I'm using the exact same setup I did when I was testing the Lose combo. I will link that so you can check out that review. Just one eighth, I think, worm weight. Maybe a 1/4. It's a 1/4 ounce worm weight. Just a worm hook and a worm. So again, when you go to adjust for the first time, you want to set this so that it's a nice slow fall. Last thing you want to do is blow up your spool on the first cast. So that's about good right there. And I'm going to set my brakes up to, we'll go to 9. Not quite maxed out, but we'll see. Let's give this a cast. First cast. Okay, so that was about a 20-yard cast, which is what I expect with everything that tight. Speed that up there. I'll give it one more cast here. Ooh, the brakes fluffed up quite a bit, and I'm at 9. That's not a good sign at all. That's not a good sign at all. There is I don't know if you can hear that. There's a weird clunking noise as I reel up here. I did not notice that in the store when I was picking this up. It's casting 20 yards, but here, listen, hopefully this shows up on the microphone. Boy, it feels like something's loose in there almost. I'm afraid to back anything off too because of how much this is fluffing. I'm going to give it just a little bit more play on the spool tension knob. Just a little bit. Yeah, that fluffed up really bad. So I can't even bring this down from 9. I'm a little bit light on the weight. I'll do a part 2 on this one also when I can actually get out on the water and get some tests on it. All right, I'm gonna really try and send this cast and see what happens. Oh yeah, that just fluffed right up. I'm gonna adjust this up a little bit, and it did work itself out at the end. Boy, that clunk in the reel, I did not notice that in the store. So again, my brakes are set at 9, right? And I'm going to really send this cast. Look at that fluff up. That's a lot of fluff on there. and it backlashed a little bit. That's not a good sign. It means that these brakes are really underpowered. Yeah, these brakes are incredibly underpowered. This is not good. I wanted to love this because it's green. I know, silly reason to want to like a rod or combo so much, but God, that fluff. I'm not even paying attention to how far that cast is going because of how bad this is. Oh man, there's a lot in that one. Okay, I'll have this worked out here probably with one more pull. And this drag is a little goofy too, because I had it set at 1, and I could tell as I was pulling out, it was like jumping, like how tight it was. It was tight, loose, tight, loose, tight, loose. So I'm gonna, I don't know how I feel about those brakes. You hate to have it slip. You know, you go to set the hook on a fish, and you think you've got your brakes set good, or I'm sorry, your tension. Oh my God, I can't talk. You think you got your drag set good, and slips out. That's never anything you want to see. Miss a hook set because your drag is all loose spontaneously. Yeah, there's so much fluff. I mean, if I don't really try and bomb it out there, that works itself out. I'm going to turn this all the way up to 10. So now I've got my brakes maxed out at 10. That is not a good sign, because now that just tells me that if I threw like a 1/2 ounce lure on here, I'm going to backlash every cast, which is no good. Yep, even on 10, even on max brakes, and I'm going to really watch that lure. Give you an idea of how far that cast is going. All right, here we go. Yeah, I mean, it's going about 30 yards. Yeah, it's going about 30 yards. So that's telling me that these brakes are just not good. Either I got a lemon reel, and that clunk is, I mean, kind of worked itself out now. But nope, it's still there. There's still that weird clunk as I'm reeling in. Yeah, so the cast is, oh man. Yeah, those brakes are no good. I'm sorry, 13 Fishing, but brakes are no good on this reel. Make a slightly shallower cast here. There we go. The reel, or the rod anyway, feels good. I do not hate the feel of the rod. See if I can bounce it off a rock here and speak to its sensitivity a little bit. No, nothing there. Let's go out a little bit further. Oh man. The reel, there's no way around it. The reel does not feel great in hand. It's very boxy. It doesn't feel refined as far as like how to grip it. It is not comfortable in hand. brakes are way underpowered there. I just bounced it off a rock. Yeah, the rod is plenty sensitive enough. The reel itself, as far as reeling it in, feels smooth, but there's that weird clunk that I don't know what it is, and I don't like it. Snagged on a bunch of weeds there. I'm watching my rod tip as I go through these weeds, and it seems like it's not so stiff that I can't see when I grab. I just got a big ball of weeds there. It's not so stiff. Oh, side note, this is some nice green weeds. Hopefully the fish start moving up a little shallower here soon. Anyway, sidetracked. The rod isn't so stiff that I worry that I'm going to miss a bite. See, it fluffed up, and that time it didn't work itself out. The rod isn't so stiff that I'm worried that I'm going to miss a bite. And it is stiff enough that I think I would get a very positive hook set on it. And again, I'll do a part 2 on this combo. I'll test some different lures with it. Hopefully get a better feel for how it performs. But I don't have, at this point, I don't have very high hopes. Cast it off the edge of that tree there. Jeez. So the fluff does work. I mean, like I said, I got brakes set to max. The fluff does work itself out, but I shouldn't have to have my brakes set to max in order to cast this lure. Man, this reel is disappointing. There's really, I don't like it. I don't like the reel. I mean, the casting distance is acceptable, but I shouldn't have to have it set on 10 for the brakes to cast this lure. You know, if I was casting a 3/4 ounce lure, or what's the max recommended on this thing? Yeah, 3/4. If I was casting a 3/4 ounce lure, sure, max out your brakes. But I'm at the low end of what this thing is recommended for. Okay, well, I'm going to cast this around for a little bit, just to try and get some final thoughts, and I guess we'll go from there. But for right now, I'm not a huge fan of this reel. But yeah, I'll cast it around a little bit, see if maybe I can catch a fish. But otherwise, I'll bring you back when I'm done. Oh, that was a fish. That was a fish. That was a fish. Did he steal my lure? Nope, he broke me off. That was a fish and he broke me off. I cannot believe that. He broke me off clean. Ooh, that's not good. That wasn't a rock, that was a fish. Bomber. So, all right, well, I guess I'll wrap this up on here. The rod is fine. I don't have any problems with the rod. It's plenty sensitive enough. It feels good in hand. There's nothing, I got no complaints with this rod. The reel, it makes some kind of weird clunking noise as I'm reeling it up. It's like ka-thunk, 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 and I don't like it. It casts well enough, it casts smooth enough, but I don't care for whatever in there feels loose. The brakes, there's something really wrong with the brakes. I shouldn't have to cast this thing at 10 and have it go just bonkers like that, and not, I shouldn't be having line fluff at 10. I shouldn't. Handles are fine. Speed and gear ratio is fine. I do not like how it feels in hand. It is not comfortable to cast this. It's just not. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot of good things to say about this reel. So I'm gonna say, as a combo, I would not recommend this combo. It's entirely possible I got a lemon with this reel, but as it stands, as I have fished it, I don't recommend it. I just don't. There are other ones out there that are better quality. So if you can find just the rod, like if someone is out there selling just the rod, sure, go for the rod. But this reel, I would not buy this combo for this reel. All right, well, thanks for tuning in as I tested out that 13 fishing combo. Hope you found it helpful. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.